Welcome back, trainers. So this is going to be Mewtwo raid number 13. I'm not going to be going in with 3 trainers. I'm just going to go in with the group and do it like that. And then after this, I'm going to be discussing why 100% IV Pokemon are technically not the best for attacking. They're good. 100% IV Pokemon are fantastic trophies, but I'm going to show you down to the numbers that the lower defense that you have, the more DPS you're going to be putting out. So we'll be taking a look at that side-by-side comparison, same moveset, so you'll be able to see as clear as day exactly what I'm talking about. Specifically here, Gengar in particular, one of them has 3 in defense. It is a 75% or 73 or something like that. The other ones are an 85 and above. They're all level 39 and a half, and the 73 is doing more damage because of the defense is the lowest stat. Granted, one of them does have 15 in attack, but we'll get into all that here in just a second. So this does go fairly quick. It has Hyper Beam and Psycho Cut. You can probably say that's one of the easiest sets. And as far as anything big happening within Pokemon Go, when is the next big thing going to happen? I'm pretty sure you can just rely on, I don't know, some new legendary switches. Maybe you might see the Regis, maybe not. But whenever they release the date for the new Go Fest, you can probably think about around that time is when anything's going to happen, because I'm pretty sure whenever they do that, they're going to release something within the game as well, just like they did with the legendaries, the first Go Fest. So I don't know, I would hope they release something big this time. Maybe a new EX raid, maybe new legendaries. At this point they're nice, that's fantastic. But I think they're going to do something else other than just a legendary switch. So we'll just have to wait and see. Anyways, with that said, we defeat the Mewtwo, and I was staying within the realm of my 3 Gengars, which is pretty nice. So I get 10 balls here. I think I'd go in here. I'm going to do a pineapple on this. It's the CP is looking okay. It doesn't matter. I just want the candies. I just want to see if it has 15 attack and is low possible IV in defense that I can get. So waiting for it to attack, having a little standoff here. It took a minute for it to attack. It jumps a few times and then finally goes. And like I said, we're going to be taking a look at a few other Pokemon, comparing some champs to show you that the less defense you have in IV, then the more damage you're going to be doing, and then a Gengar as well. Then we're going to go look at my Mewtwo set and take a look at a raid. So it finally attacks. That was a pineapple. Let's see what happens. 1 shake, 2 shakes, 3 shakes, first catch pineapple. That is a nice feeling. So I get 6 candies right off the bat there. All right, and this one is in fact a 15-13, I do believe, and then a 10 in stamina. So let's go ahead and jump into all that stuff I was talking about and see what's going on here, shall we? Okay, so we have a 100 Machamp here, right? 15 attack, 15 defense, 15 stamina, and his DPS is 35.8. All right, so we're going to be taking a look at another one with 1 less stamina just to compare and then get into the nitty-gritty, just so you know stamina has nothing to do with it. So 15 attack, 15 defense, 14 stamina, 35.8, same as the 100 right here, and they're both level 40s, okay? And now we're going to look at the one with the lowest defense and also a level 40 here with 15 in attack. So we have 35.9 DPS for 12 in defense. Sorry. And now that's a very, very minuscule difference, but we're going to get into some bigger numbers. I'm just trying to work you up so you have an understanding here. The main focus is attack and defense IVs. You want the lowest possible defense IV. My opinion, this is just, okay, my style. I'm giving you my advice, that, the way I play, and that's about it. And then you want 15 in attack. So stamina doesn't, you don't need to worry about that. You can have 0 or 15, whatever, but the best thing is obviously going to be 15, right? Okay, so this is where it's going to get pretty interesting, because I have a fantastic comparison with one with 15 in attack, 3 defense, 15 stamina. All right, we'll get into that one. That's going to be the last one. So they all have the same moveset. They're all level 39. This one is 14 attack, 15 defense, and 12 stamina. And it's doing 38.8 DPS right there. And then we have another one right here This is actually 15 attack, 12 defense, and 11 stamina, doing 38.9. So yes, obviously it has one more in attack, 15 in attack. This one has 14, so it's doing more. But this is where things get serious here. This one, check it out. It's doing 39.1 DPS. It's outperforming all of them. You know, it's not by much, but it's obviously a lot more because it has 3 in defense. So this is clear as day right here. The 73% is doing more damage than a 91%. Okay, so if you have a Pokemon that's not 100 and you've just been contemplating whether or not you should power it up, if you want to use it mainly for attacking, I recommend you probably power it up if it's a worthy Pokemon for you to invest your Stardust in. Okay, so keep that in mind as well. Okay, so this is going to bring me back to the Mewtwo that I want to power up, and the reason why I want 10 in defense. That's as low as you're going to get from a raid boss. It's not going to get any lower than that. If you get anything lower, it's going to be from the wild. That's basically it. Okay, so and then 10 in attack for my Mewtwo. I'll be doing the most damage as possible, as you can see here. So we have that 91, you know, 14 in attack, and then the 73. Yes, it has 15 in attack, but still, it's a big margin, and that's why I put up the 84%, so you can see this one has 15 in attack also, but that higher defense, and it's doing 38.9. Then we jump over to the 91%, 38.8. And it's like, oh, okay, yeah, well, the one with 84% is doing more DPS because it has a higher attack. Oh, okay, but then we look at the 73%, and it's doing more than both of them. And what's the explanation? Because it has lower defense. And that is how you get ahead. And also, if you drop it in a gym, not even Gengar, anything, right? With lower defense, it's going to be putting off more charge attacks because it's charging up quicker. Simple as that. So there you have it. Hope that helped out. I haven't heard much of anything about that. It's always about 100s or this. Yes, 15 in attack, but you also want as low as you can get in defense as well. And also take note, when this is happening, it's not that your moves are actually doing more damage themselves. It's the fact that your charge bar is charging up faster and you're able to get them off more often, equaling you doing more damage per second. So that's the whole trick here, is to get that charge bar up faster with that lower defense, because you're absorbing more damage. With more defense, you're shielding more damage from getting in, but without that defense in your IVs, you have no shield. Everything is being absorbed, and you're able to put out more damage more frequently, and it's not a big difference. If you have a lower defense, it's not a big difference as opposed to something with max defense. I mean, the trade-off in having 15 attack and the lowest possible defense, like so you can do more damage as opposed to taking less damage with more defense. I mean, you're better off having the attack because that defense is really not going to help that much more to help you, stay alive longer, I suppose. You might as well just have more stamina. But even then, let me go ahead and show you something really quick. I'm going to go to Mewtwo and show you how much difference stamina really makes. Here. So let's see. We have this Mewtwo that I just caught, this is the one I want to power up. I don't know when I'm going to do it, but this is possibly the one, unless my next one is more ideal with 10 in defense. So we have 121 HP. Okay, that's as low as it can get, right? Because it has 10 in stamina, and the stamina is for the HP. So 121. All right, let's see what we can find here. This one has no numbers on it. Let's find another one with a number in 15. Perfect. All right, so we have 124. So it went up by 3 points. Barely anything. Okay, these are very low numbers here, guys. When it's coming down to IVs, it's so silly. But the thing is, you saw how much more of a difference having 15 in attack and as low as possible defense actually made on that Gengar. You got to think about it. It's pretty good. And I'm, going to invest in this Mewtwo as opposed to this 95. Because at the end of the day, when this is completely maxed out and this one right here is completely maxed out, this one's going to be putting off more damage per second because it has lower defense. Simple as that. If they have the same move, okay? That has to be compared in that way. With that said, you guys get my point. And that's that. So if you have some Pokemon hanging out that you didn't really want to power up because the IVs weren't great, look around again. If they have max attack and lower defense, you may want to use them, especially if they have 2 charge bars. Ooh-wee, they get off so quick. So with that said, trainers, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed my tips and that Mewtwo raid. Look forward to Mewtwo number 14 on May 7th, okay? Alright, so we still have a while to go, but it's still going to be happening soon. And I'll be catching you all next time.